Update on the marigolds here. They're coming on along. Looks like we got a little bit of a flower right there. Here, but they're very healthy if you look. Main reason I'm growing these marigolds, these are an heirloom marigold that I bought. And I'm testing out to see how they will respond. They seem to be doing pretty well. I don't water this bed very often. And they seem to be doing pretty well right beside this amaranth here, although something's eating that. Hopefully we can get the amaranth growing a little bit more. And but here are the marigolds. These are kind of a burnt orange kind of marigolds, kind of more earthy toned like marigolds than the others I use. The main reason I'm wanting to grow these is just for the, it's good to have flowers in your garden just because you need to have, good, bugs and things like that coming in. So those are starting to bloom on out, which I'm happy to see. And we'll see how that goes later on and see how that produces. A quick update on the ants. I don't see so many of them in here. Well, I guess I spoke too soon. There they go. Sometimes I guess they migrate a little bit down deeper or something. But anyway, main thing about the marigolds is that they seem to be doing okay. And this bed here is raised bed that I did last year. One of the raised beds I did last year and planted tomatoes in. I'm pretty much using it just for, almost just for flowers this year. Primarily, just so you can have something. It's always good to have some kind of flowers in your garden, just so you can, just to bring in the bees and stuff like that. I've talked about that before. I don't want to bore you with it again. But the amaranth is growing quite slowly. The kind of amaranth that I bought, it says it's supposed to be drought resistant. It's supposed to like the drought or whatever, do well in droughts and things like that. It looks like I've pulled out the here. And put that back. Here's another look at this amaranth here. As you can see, very kind of slow growing, very slow establishing. Not had very good luck with planting and growing amaranth. He's doing pretty well. It seems to establish quite slowly. These poor turnips are just too hot, and I don't water this thing very much. The amaranth's supposed to not need a lot of watering on it, and not too much fertilizer. There's a good one right here. Seems to be one of the stronger ones. It seems to be doing well. It takes a long time. It seems like it just takes a long time to establish these. So I may just scatter some seeds into this bed, or scatter some seeds into. I've got several more over there that I'm probably going to just go ahead and transplant in. And go from there, because some of these just have not really grown much at all. And like here, and like this guy here, just not really grown much at all. But this guy here, obviously right next to this, noticed, here's a guy here right next to the drip irrigation thing, growing well. One right here in the middle between them, he's growing well, but this guy here is just hardly making it. I don't know why that is. I really don't know why that is. Some plants just establish and grow faster than others. It's just the way it is, I suppose. And so we're probably gonna. Yep, there he is, right there. And it's just the way it is. These raised beds can dry out quickly. That's why you have your drip irrigation here. And I have not watered this one a lot. I just haven't had to. We've had a lot of rain lately, but it's starting to dry out pretty well here. And so, but that's a good look at the amaranth and the marigolds here at the Greenhorn Garden. I think this is the Mayan amaranth. It's and it'll probably gonna take many weeks for it to really grow. It's supposed to grow to about 6 feet tall. It's supposed to just you know, put on lots of seed. A lot of people use it for, you can eat the leaves for salads, but it's also supposed to be able to, you know, gather the seed for grain, a pseudo grain. You can cook them, pop them like popcorn, things like that if you really wanted. And that's why I wanted to try them. This is the first time I've actually got any to actually sprout. So the first time I tried amaranth, I just couldn't get not a single one sprouted. But now I've gotten them sprouted, and some of them are actually establishing. Maybe it's just something hard to establish. Don't know much about growing amaranth. Learning as we go is part of what we're experimenting here in the Greenhorn Garden. So check out greenhorngarden.com/claim to get your free download on the right way to make and use organic fertilizer. And I will talk to you guys later.